morning slipped in through the cottonwood leaves, light drifting pale on your old wool coat. You hummed a tune that the wind once thieves, carrying it soft like a weathered note. Your footprints stitched through the dew-soaked field, loose threads of a story you never told. I watched the day take shape and yield as the air grew warm and the shadows rolled. You said the river remembers every name of the ones who stood by its trembling edge. I asked if it whispered yours the same, but you only smiled at the broken sedge. A dragonfly skimmed where the water bent, blue as a promise you meant to keep. I felt the pull of a last spent sand, of wild men crushed beneath your feet. And a quiet truth began to rise, not in words but in your eyes. Oh, I still hear you in the turning reeds, where the dusk gleams low and the day recedes. Your memory moves like a drifting spark, not close enough, never quite that far. Love doesn't leave, just shifts its weight like a tide that pauses at the river gate. If the seasons circle back your way, I'll be the lantern on the slope of day, not burning bright, just steady and clear, for any wanderer you once called dear. Yes, I hear you in the settling reeds, when the light folds soft and the dark proceeds. Love stays quiet but guards its place, a gentle hush by the river gate. Windfall orchard breathed out slow, letting its sweetness slip through the dawn. You walked a path where the leaves still glow, bronze on your boots and the frost nearly gone. A sparrow shifted the quiet scene, sending small tremors through amber light. I watched you drift like a half-kept dream, close in the morning, gone by night. You picked an apple the wind had bruised, turning it gently against your sleeve. Said nothing's broken, just slightly used. Most things soften before they leave. The branches rattled a muted chord, fragile and low as a memory's thread. Your eyes held stories I never scored, pages open but never read. And in that hush of ride, love doesn't end, it learns to stay, rooted quiet in the turning day. If you wander back when the dust turns clear, I'll keep a lantern along the pier, not to pull you, only to guide any tender echo still by your side. Yes, I see you in the windfall hour as the light grows thin through the autumn bower. Love stays gentle, a softened flame, glowing warm at the sound of your name. The path grew soft where the ferns bend low, morning still tangled in their emerald spine. You walked ahead in a hush of glow, carrying warmth that once felt mine. A hair slipped out through the thistle seam, startled by footsteps you tried to hide. I caught your gaze like a fading dream, there for a breath, then turning aside. You traced the circle in river sand, letting it blur when the current swayed. Said some things last only while they stand, others grow strong when they start to fade. The breeze came down from the cedar ridge, cool with a whisper of coming rain. Your silence built like a trembling bridge over the places we can't explain. And in that pause where the moment thinned, truth flickered soft as a lantern's wind. Oh, I still hear you in the fernlight green, where the shadows breathe and the day leans clean. You move like a memory on shallow streams, half in the world, half caught in dreams. Love doesn't loosen, it shifts its hue, like dusk as it gathers a shade of you. If you wander back on a rain-washed morn, I'll be the calm where the light is born. Not asking you stay, just letting you know there's room in the green for what we let go. Yes, I hear you in the fernlight green, when the earth grows quiet and the air turns keen. Oh, love stays gentle, a softened flame, bloom in a moment when I speak your name.
Unspooled
in a lilac thread, brushing the barn roof soft and slow. You stood where the thistles bowed their head, tracing the shapes of the wind's first glow. Your laughter drifted like scattered grain, light as the dust on a summer boot. I felt the pull of a half-known pain, roots remembering an older root. You tipped a jar full of river glass, letting the color spill down your arm. Said every season is meant to pass, even the ones that are mostly warm. A meadowlark called from the leaning wire, his tone half sure, half drifting white. You watch the clouds like a slow-built fire, burning itself from the inside. And the truth grew quiet as it formed. The weather changed before the storm. Oh, I still hear you in the Thistle-Sky, where the noon wind hums and the field runs dry. You move like shadow on golden hay, never staying long, never far away. Love doesn't vanish, it shifts its guise, like color caught in your river glass eyes. If you wander back when the dust turns blue, I'll leave the porch light soft for you, not as a tether, only a sign that a piece of the path still matches mine. Yes, I hear you in the Thistle-Sky, as the warm wind folds and the day slips by. Love stays gentle, a quiet flame, flickering low when I say your name. The ashthorn bowed in the early rain, shaking loose beads from the silver bark. You walked ahead with a quiet strain, carrying dawn like a softened spark. A small brown finch took a trembling leap, cutting the gray with a fragile thread. I watched your thoughts drift long and deep, clouds of meaning you left unsaid. You traced a circle in muddy clay, letting it blur when the water ran. Said hearts don't follow a single way, they wonder why till they're where they stand. meadow breathed with a mist-worn sigh, earth releasing its hidden heat. You turned as if you might clarify, and folded silence beneath your feet. And the moment shifted, thin and slight. Weather changing inside the light. Oh, I still hear you in the early rain, where the low clouds gather and soften the plain. You're the faintest shimmer on quiet stone, close as a memory never full grown. Love doesn't vanish, it learns to remain. Moss in the shadow of lingering rain. If you wander back when the winds turn mild, I'll keep a lamp where the paths run wild. Not to pull you, only to show there's still a place where our echoes go. Yes, I hear you in the early rain, when the daylight dims in a silver vein. Love stays gentle, a muted refrain, humming beneath the Ashthorn's chain. Cinderpath smoked in the waking chill, soft little wisps rising from last night's rain. You walked ahead with a half-kept will, dragging your thoughts like a gentle chain. A sparrow hopped through the briar sweep, shaking off pearls of the newborn light. I watched your quiet, tender and deep, a lantern dimming at the edge of sight. You paused to gather a fallen pine cone, rolling it slow in your weathered palm. Said leaving is something you learn alone, like trusting the forest to keep you calm. Something to say to the new we own. And the space between us thin to air, so light I almost lost you there. Oh, I still feel you in the cinder haze, where the dawn breaks soft through the tangles braes. You're a drifting ember I can't unsee, a glow, a whisper, a pull in me. Love never finishes, it learns to form, like fire reshaping its quiet warmth. There's still a warmth in the afterglow. Yes, I feel you in the cinder haze as the hillside breeze through the early blaze. Love stays low but steady and bright, a small warm ember in the thinning light.
Fogwood trail held a muted glow, light pooling soft where the branches bend. You brushed your sleeve through the drifting low, carrying warmth you could not defend. A fox slipped by with a quiet tread, his coat stained gold by the waking day. I watched your gaze, half fear, half stead, like you were learning how to drift away. You paused where moss met the fallen pine, tracing a groove with your fingertip. You said some truths only unfold in time. They rise like breath, they fall, they slip. A raven circled the canopy seam, stitch in the sky with a widening arc. Your silence flickered a fragile gleam, warm in the morning, cool in the dark. And something shifted in your stance, a choice too faint for circumstance. Oh, I still hear you in the fogwood turning, where the leaves drop slow and the dawn comes burning. You're a passing echo of autumn's grace, a trace of wonder, a lingering face. Love doesn't end, it alters its view, folding the light in a shade of you. If you wander back when the dusk grows thin, I'll keep a candle by the cedar's kin, not as a summons, only to show there's still a path in the afterglow. Yes, I hear you in the fogwood turning, as the hillside hums in the early burning. Love stays gentle, a tempered flame, carried soft on the wind that speaks your name.
The ash trees shook off their silver dawn, letting loose leaves like wandering notes. You stood where the meadow thinned to foam, brushing the frost from your weathered coat. Your breath rose pale in the quiet air, a shy little cloud with nowhere to stay. I almost reached, but you weren't quite there, more like a story turning away. You traced the rim of an amber cup, left on the porch from the night before. Said the dreams you had never quite woke up, still drifting around the old screen door. A jay called out from a distant pine, sharp as a question you didn't ask. I watched the morning lean a line, making truth feel like a gentle task. Something softened in the cold, a quiet shift I couldn't hold. Oh, I hear your voice in the thinning light, in the hush where day forgets its might. You're a half-remembered melody, soft, unfinished, falling me. Love doesn't vanish, it learns to bend, like a trail that circles where the hills descend. If ever you turn toward this place again, the gate still swings with a rust soft grin, a welcome whispered through the weeds, waiting in the sway of the cattail reeds. Warm threads of sunlight braid. Love stays quiet but never strays, a tender hum through Ashleaf days. Fog lay low on the river stones, soft as a heartbeat you meant to hide. You walked ahead with your quiet tones, drifting like pollen on the morning tide. A falling bloom clung to your coat, still holding warmth from the night before. Caught your glance, barely a note, but enough to open an older door. You knelt to touch where the dew ran, tracing a trail through the trembling grass. Said moments return, but not where they've been. They circle the edges, they glance, they pass. The hillside loosened a golden yawn, waking the cedars, resin sweet breath. Your silence stretched like an unspun dawn, fragile and full, almost touching death. And in that hush where your shadow curved, truth rose gently, barely observed. Oh, I still feel you in the Fogpetal Hours, where the day breaks slow through the sleep-soft flowers. You're a fleeting shimmer on quiet streams, too warm to lose, too pale to dream. Love never leaves, it shifts its form, a soft returning in the early warm. If you wander back when the mist turns blue, I'll keep a lantern just bright for you. Not to anchor, only to guide the part of you still walking beside. Yes, I feel you in the Fogpetal Hours, when the chill thins out in the morning powers. Love stays tender, muted gleam, held in the echo of a half-known lamplight fades on the old dirt road, dust rising soft like a quiet prayer. Your shadow lean where the cedars bow, as if listening for something in the air. I kept my hands in my coat too long, afraid they'd shake if they reach for you. Even the creek held its breath at dawn, waiting to hear what we might do. You traced a map on the fogged up glass of a borrowed truck we could barely steer. Said every line is a place we'll pass, but your eyes look further than the year. Geese move slow in the cobalt sky, dragging the light like a loosened thread. I almost asked why your voice ran dry, but I feared I'd unravel what you'd left unsaid. So I walked beside you, step by step, learning the weight of what we kept. And oh, the wind still carries your name through pine and golden summer rain. I turn expecting you to be near, a soft echo I pretend to hear. Love grows quiet when it knows it's late, but it lingers like dusk at the garden gate. wander back on some silver night. I'll leave the lantern where it casts gentle light, not to call you home, only let you see there's a path unchanged where the earth meets me. Oh, the wind still murmurs your name in the hush before the evening rain. Love grows quiet but never fades, a small warm glow at the garden gate.
Hillside shook in a rust-green wave as dust slid soft through the alder line. Your boots left marks only twilight gave, faint little echoes of you were mine. A lone moth brushed at your flannel sleeve, drawn to the warmth you tried to hide. I watched you breathe like you meant to leave, yet linger a heartbeat by my side. Oh, 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 oh. You turned a stone in your weathered hand, said it reminded you of leaving slow. How even the smallest grains expand when rivers decide which way to go. A far-off bell from the valley farm folded the air like a worn-out hymn. I felt your silence, a quiet charm, gathering dusk at the shadow's rim. And all the gentle, unspoken things hung in the hush where the juniper sings. Oh, I still hear you in the alder wind where the lanterns sway and the nights begin. You move like a memory brushing leaves, soft as regret, a circle of footsteps the dark defends. If you wander back through the trembling trees, I'll follow the trail of your quiet unease, not to claim you, only to see if your shadow still leans the same toward me. Yes, I hear you in the alder wind when the lantern glow grows paper thin. Love stays
on the porch burns low, casting shadows where the wild winds blow. Your jacket's hanging by the crooked rail, still smelling faintly of the pine and ale. I walk the path where the fireflies roam, their tiny sparks like whispers leading home. The night folds softly around my chest, like it knows the things I never confess. The gravel hums beneath my steady feet, this old dirt road and I again will meet. The river hums a tune I used to hear, whenever you were close, whenever you were near. The moon sits quiet on the water's skin, as if waiting for your voice to drift again. I breathe the dark and taste the cooling air. Your name still echoes on the branches there, and every mile reminds me of the life we almost made. Hollow Creek Road, carry me slow back to the place where we used to go, where laughter lived in the cracks of the floor, and the nights felt warmer than ever before. Hollow Creek Road, don't let me fall, hold me the way you once held it all. Maybe time will soften what it stole and lead you back along this winding soul. Hollow Creek Road, carry me slow back to the place where we used to go. Hollow Creek Road, carry me slow back to the place where we used to go. The birches glowed in a pale dawn sweep, silver on silver where the hillside bends. You move like someone waking from sleep, unsure where the quiet path descends. A lone white feather caught on your sleeve, drifting from somewhere the night had been. I watched your thoughts like leaves that leave, soft in the letting, slow in the spin. You traced a notch on an old wood rail, marking a moment you couldn't name. Said some stories stay just beyond the veil, close enough to warm, too faint to claim. river murmured beneath the frost, shaping the air with a trembling breath. I felt us both taking stock of loss, measured in silence, shaped by depth. And in the hush between your words, something stirred too soft for birds. Oh, I still hear you in the birchlight glow, where the shadows thin and the cold wind slow. Your quiet tremor and drifting snow, not far enough, never fully let go. Love never ends, it changes its pace, walking beside us in borrowed grace. Oh, if you wander back when the dust turns clear, I'll leave a lantern by the footpath here, not as a beacon, only to show there's still a place for the you I know. Yes, I hear you in the birchlight glow, when the day folds soft and the night moves slow. Love stays gentle, a patient trace, lingering warm in a winter's face. Frost drew lace on the window's edge, silver threads catching newborn light. You stood where the porch meets the briar hedge, your breath rising soft in the fragile height. A wren shook loose from the tangle near, starting the day with a trembling call. I watched you hover between far and in here, a shadow warm but ready to fall. You traced the rim of a copper cup, letting the warmth seep into your hands. Said some things stay even when you give them up, like echoes sown into quiet lands. The chimney smoke curled a gentle vow, climbing the pale of the winter sky. You glanced at me as if asking how two truths can meet and still pass by. And in the stillness by your sleep, I felt the moment choose to leave. Oh, I still find you in the heartline drift, where the embers glow and the morning's lit. You're the softened whisper of burning pine, a flicker held in a former time. Love never ends, it changes its hue, warming the cold with a shade of you. just turns clear, I'll keep a candle waiting near, not for return, but so you'll see there's still a light where you once left me. Yes, I'll find you in the heartland drift, as the day grows thin and the shadows shift. Love stays quiet, a patient gleam, living a while in a winter dream. The hillside breathed with the breaking dawn, a low blue hush on the heather seam. You walked ahead where the trail grew warm, casting your warmth like a faded dream. A robin stirred in the bramble shade, soft as a truth you tried to spare. Your name was a ripple the wind once made, gone before I could hold it there. You paused where the moss held last night's rain, cradling the drops like borrowed time. Said nothing here ever leaves the same. It drifts, it falls, it learns to climb. The river hummed near the leaning stone, a weary song with a silver bend. I felt your silence quiet, full grown, as if it knew where the day would end. And in that space between your breaths, something shifted, soft as steps. Oh, I still find you in the mosslight air, where the sun breaks thin and the pines stand bare. You're the echo threading through old pine rings, close enough to stir, too light to cling. Love doesn't falter, it simply sways, like lantern glow meeting mist, soft days. Should you wander back through the cedar sway, our way where the dusk gives its last display, not asking for answers, only to know if your shadow still leans the same in the glow. Yes, I find you in the mosslight air, as the evening settles its quiet prayer. Oh, love stays tender, a muted flame, flickering warm at the sound of your name. The mulberry dust drip the violet hue, soft on the fence where the sparrows perch. You walked ahead through the evening's blue, your shadow stretched thin by the old stone church. A breeze tugged loose at your linen sleeve, carrying hints of the day's warm sighs. I felt your quiet begin to leave, a drifting thought behind your eyes. You paused to gather a fallen stem, turning it gently between your hands. Said moments return, but not as them. They shift their shape like the evening lands. A lantern flickered along the lane, gold on the gravel's patient line. You look back once with a touch of rain, a hush that felt almost like mine. Something tilted in the air, a truth too soft for you to share. Oh, I still hear you in the mulberry light, where the dust falls slow and the day turns night. You're a fading echo of summer's breath, close as a murmur, far as death. Love doesn't vanish, it learns to stay in the tender seams of a passing day. If you wander back when the moon hangs low, I'll keep a candle in the orchard's glow. Not to call you home, but just to be a flicker that waits where you once found me. Yes, I hear you in the mulberry light, as the last warm thread slip into night. Love stays quiet, a softened flame burning a wire at the sound of your name. The shoreline woke with a muted gleam, soft as a thought you never spoke. You wandered close to the tidal scene, your coat still warm from the chimney smoke. The gulls drew loops through the morning haze, threading the light where the ripples ran. I watched you move in those drifting ways, half of you here, half where you began. You stooped to gather a piece of rope, frayed by the years and the ocean sway. Said things let go when they outgrow hope, but some find strength in the giving way. Your voice was low as the turning tide, shaping the silence with grains of thought. I felt the truth in the pool inside, the kind that leaves without being caught. And the air grew still as if it knew what slipped between the surf and you. Oh, I still hear you in the salt winds call, where the horizon leans and the breakers fall. You're a half-kept echo of silver foam, too light to follow, too close to roam. Love never leaves, it shifts its sky, changing its hue as the seasons fly. If you wander back when the moon runs thin, I'll keep a lantern on the dune side in, not to anchor you, only to show there's warmth where your shadows used to go. Yes, I hear you in the salt winds call, when the seaside hush grows wide and tall. Love stays quiet, adrift inside, carried through nights of honey sky. The Stillwater pond held a muted gleam, morning unwrapping its fragile threads. You stood half lit like a drifting dream, fog curling soft around your steadied steps. A cattail shook in the hush of dawn, brushing the air with a quiet plea. I watched your thoughts wander and yawn, a slow deep pull I could almost see. You skimmed a pebble across the glass, letting its rings fold into the blue. Said every moment we try to pass leaves its own shadow of me and you. A red-wing murmured along the reeds, low as a vow you couldn't hold. Your silence gathered like scattered seeds, unspoken truths growing bold. And in that breath between our lines, something shifted, small but fine. Oh, I still feel you by the lantern's glow, where the dust bends down and the water's slow. Your softened shimmer on ripple light, too close for leaving, too far for sight. Love never ends, it learns to sway, resting its weight in the turning day. I'll leave a flame where the willows grow, not calling you home, just letting you see there's room in the glow for what used to be. Yes, I feel you by the lantern's glow as the shoreline hums and the night winds flow. Love stays quiet, a gentle rain, pooling like silver at the edge of day. Weeds swayed pale in the early gold, a soft spun shimmer on shifting ground. You lingered there like a story told, half in breath and half in sound. Your fingers brushed at a wandering gust, tracing its path as it curled away. I kept my questions beneath the dust. Some truths are meant for the open day. You kicked a stone down the weathered track, watching it skip like a borrowed thought. Said every mile tries pulling you back to places you loved more than you ought. A lone crow drifted a ragged arc, stitching the sky with uneven thread. I saw the flicker behind your spark, a light still warm but softly shed, and the moment trembled thin and slight. A fragile seam between wrong and right. Oh, I still hear you in the Wheatfield hush, where the hours slow down and the shadows rush. You're the quiet turning of tender things, a breath, a murmur, the brush of wings. Love doesn't vanish, it learns to wait, like dusk leaning long on a rusted gate. If you ever return on a wind-soft night, I'll keep a lantern trimmed just light, not to summon, only to guide any lingering hope still at your side. Yes, I hear you in the Wheatfield hush, as the daylight folds in an amber flush. Love stays patient, a tethered flame, warming the dust when I speak your name. clover leaned in the amber air, holding the warmth from the fading dawn. You brushed a leaf from your tousled hair as the meadow stretched and the night withdrew on. A cricket stirred in the shaded scene, soft as the truth you tried to send. I watched your thoughts drift out in a stream, a quiet current you didn't defend. You bent to gather a fallen twig, rolling it gently between your thumbs. Said even small things learn to grow big when the wind decides where the story comes. The hillside hummed with the waking day, golden threads pulled thin and fine. Your silence carried a tender sway, half a promise, half a sign. And for a breath the earth stood still, letting your truth rise where it will. Oh, I still feel you where the clover bends, in the hush that lingers when summer ends. You're a drifting murmur on open plains, a distant warmth in the late day rain. Love never leaves, it changes its hold, a softened tether through green and gold. If you wander back on a twilight breeze, I'll keep a lantern among the trees, not calling you home, just letting you know there's gentle room in the afterglow. Yes, I feel you where the clover bends, as the daylight pales and the long dusk blends. Love stays quiet, a tender gleam, living on softly in a meadow dream.